There's a lot of people in boxing that I would prefer if they spoke less, or if they didn't speak at all. I think I would prefer if they just never spoke about boxing again. Um, that's promoters, managers, uh, reporters, commentators, analysts, and the fighters themselves. There's not enough time in the fucking day for us to run through all of them. We just can't. There's two fighters in particular that I feel need to stop talking for a while. Just stop talking. Shut the fuck up. It's really what I feel they need to do. I'll start with the lesser of two evils. Nonito Donaire. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You're starting to sound fucking stupid, man. The only reason why an interviewer would ask you if you saw what Rigando did the other day, the only reason why he would ask you that if you saw that is because the person interviewing you found it to be impressive. Everybody that saw it with their own eyes thought that was impressive, and a lot of people are just impressed with that with Rigando in general. Your response is you were watching the Heat Celtics game and you didn't care to see that fight or whatever. Fine, you didn't care to see that fight, but you can't be going around telling people. You can't be going around saying that you don't want to fight him because he's got a boring style, and you don't want to fight people like that. You can't go around saying that he's not a big enough draw and he needs to fight a couple more people before he fights you. You are not at that level yet, my man. You're just not. I don't care how many fucking fights Rigando has. I don't care. What we're seeing is the same thing that you're seeing, and I don't think that you want to see that live and in 3D. I don't think you want to see that shit. The only reason why you're a bigger draw than him anyways is because you're getting a bigger push from the machine that is Top Rank. They're pushing harder for you than they are for him. And it's because you have a built-in fan base. Built-in Filipino fan base. And it's a shame that you're not a bigger star. Because for some reason, there's something wrong with you. For some reason, they have not accepted you fully the way they have with Pacquiao. And it's because you're not Pacquiao and you want to be Pacquiao. And I think you're a little bit envious of Pacquiao, to be honest. And I think that's why he don't like you. I think that's why you don't fight on his undercards. I think that's part of his deal. I think that's the one time Pacquiao probably put his foot down, and told Bob Arum, nah, he ain't fighting on my undercards. I just don't think he likes your fucking ass. You're not at that level yet, man. I don't care if Rigando, if you guys fight and only one person shows up. That's a fight that needs to happen. You're not above that shit yet. You have to pass certain tests, right? Before you can start trying to sell fights. You just do. You know, when you talk about fighters that, oh, he was a cherry picker. All-time greats, people even in boxing now, oh, he was a cherry picker. Yeah, he might have been a cherry picker, but at some point, in order for him to be on the national scene, on the worldwide scene, for the person to get to that level, he would have had to have fought somebody. He would have had to have passed the test at some point. He just would have, and enough people would have had to have seen it. You're not there yet. It's obvious that you'd want to fight Gamboa over Rigando. It's obvious because you've seen Gamboa get wild and get caught with something coming in, and that plays to your advantage. So the logic of, oh, well, if I'm not afraid to fight Gamboa, why would I be afraid of him? Well, no, it's obvious why you would prefer to fight Gamboa. His style plays to your, but you haven't seen that with Guillermo. You haven't seen that shit. Just be quiet for a little while, man. Somebody asks you a question about him, just think of something else, man. I don't know. I'll think of something that you could say that would fucking be better than the shit that you say, man. It just sounds stupid. Moving along. Amir Khan. Shut the fuck up, man. Just be quiet for a little while. Just shut the fuck up. People don't want to hear you cry all fucking day, every day. Everything that comes out of your mouth is you crying, dog. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Fine, yo, Peterson was cheating. Alright, we get it. You know, when we didn't know he was cheating, you were crying all fucking day that you got robbed. You got robbed. It was in D.C. There was a guy talking to the judges. This, that. Man, look, yo, you lost. That's it. That's the one piece of credit that I would give Pacquiao is that I don't think he's gonna be crying for months about what was thought to be a big robbery. I don't think he's gonna. I think he said it. I felt like I won. Whatever. That's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's it. You know, like a fucking man. You take your L's and your W's like a man. When Peterson got caught out there doing the PEDs, you didn't sound like somebody that was like, damn, man, I didn't get my belts back the right way. You sounded like somebody that was happy. Do you understand what I'm saying? You sound like somebody was happy, like you wiped your forehead. Whew, damn, thank God, man. Now you want to get your belts back through court and shit like that. You know what you're supposed to say? You know what? That sucks. I was looking forward to righting what I thought to be an injustice out in D.C. And by beating him and taking my belts back, you know what? I feel sorry for the fans, and you know what? If he gets back into boxing, we could do it. That's it. No, you're like, you know, you said some of that in the beginning, and then after that, every fucking day, it's like, I want my belts back. He shouldn't be able to fight again. You know, fucking all types of shit, man. You just cry all the time, you know. Timothy Bradley did not look, man. Timothy Bradley did not duck you to go ahead and fight Manny Pacquiao. Why the fuck would anybody duck you to want to fight Manny Pacquiao? You know, like, and then on top of that, it's like, why the fuck? I mean, these are his options, right? I stay with Gary Shaw Promotions and fight Amir Khan for $1 million, right? Or I got Uncle Bob interested in me, and I could fight Casa Mayor for $1 million, beat him, and then fight Pacquiao for 5 times the money I've ever made in my life. And if I beat him, which he did, fight him for 10 times anything I've ever made in my life in a rematch, or upwards of 10. Who knows? Right? If he fights you and beats you, then the only logical step is either Mayweather or Pacquiao. If he fought you already and beat you, then the next step for him would have been Mayweather or Pacquiao. If he fought you and lost, and that comes off the table. Why would I not take the fast lane, the express lane? Why wouldn't I bypass your fucking stupid ass and then fight Pacquiao? Now I beat Pacquiao. If I beat his ass again, now if we need to negotiate a fight, it's all in my favor. I'm the bigger draw. I'm higher on the pound for pound rankings. Timothy Bradley needs to grow some balls, I told him. Look, man, what Peterson did in the ring against you did not look superhuman. I get it. If you're taking testosterone, maybe you can take more punches and keep on coming forward. But what he did in the ring against you did not look superhuman to me. I think there's some dudes that can do what he did against you without PEDs, and you might run into one of them. So if I was you, I'd shut the fuck up. You might run into a dude that does the same shit, backs you up, and makes you look uncomfortable the way you look, and beats you just like that. Or you might run into a guy like Bradis Prescott that just lands one hard one on your fucking chin and knocks you out. The both of you guys need to shut the fuck up.